Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're rocking.
Oh dear.
Can you believe it?
We got
We
Dixie
are
Boxer
live.
wannabe here.
Nice. Because that's exactly what a maple.
It's a rocker hat.
What are
Yeah.
you doing?
This is legit.
You're going to have to scooch behind David because we can't see in the vertical format.
I like it this way.
That works.
I like
You
it
can't
this
even
way.
see
Wrong
me.
way. There you go.
I look really white next to David. You're so red. You're so burnt.
He is definitely a ginger.
Yeah,
All right,
no
guys.
soul, no soul.
Fire for 3 days straight.
Yeah, you have been. I don't think that making syrup's been the hardest thing you've been doing, though. I think it's making the, everything else work.
No, everything else has went smooth. I just can't make any syrup.
No, the problem he has is
Barometric
sitting
pressure.
still. He can't sit still. He doesn't like that nothing's happening quickly. He has to nitpick and sweep and pick up trash because he doesn't know what to do with his hands.
If you would sweep and pick up the trash, he wouldn't have to.
Listen. That would be a good wife's job, and unfortunately, I'm not that.
I don't want to point out the obvious, but
Well, you had a rough day yesterday, Scott. Like, you guys both boiled for the first time. What, yesterday or the day before?
yesterday, yeah.
What happened to you, Scott? You were just like,
Well, I mean, the list is extensive. So the first day of everything in maple season is always a little rugged. So it's a matter of getting sap hauled and pumping sap. And then switching pans to the Revolution setup this year was a new adaptation, as well as adding the new auto draw was an adaptation. So I got looking at it and I was pretty sure we had a leak in one of our new pans. So in the middle of the boil, we swapped pans.
that's always really good for efficiency.
Yep. When is the only time syrup's not good, Nate?
When it's on the floor.
So we had a little bit, and then we didn't realize that when we put the second pan on, that the insulation between the two had dropped down. So then we had to shut down again so that we could fix that. So when's the only time that syrup's not good?
The only thing syrup is not good on is the floor.
Yep, especially for the second time that night. And then the auto draw, when that finally started working, I didn't quite know how to adjust it, so to speak, as far as like the way it was going to move. So it was catching the bucket that the syrup was going in. So then the bucket was flipping over and I had the valve wide open because why wouldn't you? Because it's a modulating one.
Mhm.
So when's the only time syrup's not good?
On the floor.
Yep, again. So we finally get that stuff smoothed out, and then the weight of all of that plumbing off the side of the Revolution on a 2-foot wide rig, when it heats up, actually torques, so it was lifting the front corner of the pan up. So then it was getting a little spicy on the front corner. So we made it through the night, and then when you're a content creator, you depend on batteries.
Oh, geez.
But it had been a long day of filming because I was trying to get everything in the first day disaster that we had, and ran out of batteries. So I didn't get the whole night on. We ended up making some really good syrup though by the time we were done, and I figured out a lot of it. So this morning we had a tour, so I boiled and things actually went really good with that. And then we boiled again tonight, and other than the pan tweaking, things went really good.
Why don't you just take a big cinder block and put it on the corner so it'd go back into place?
I looked at a piece of firewood and thought about like stacking it on the corner, but I don't know as though like
a ratchet strap. I mean,
right. I think what I'm going to do is I just need to build up the insulation on that front corner. I think I'll be good. But the good news is tonight I didn't run out of batteries, so everything is going to be available for everyone's giggling.
Sure.
I mean, because if you can't laugh at yourself or anything like that, then it's probably not worth doing.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, Dave, you had a pretty good day. The day before.
Yeah, I mean,
you made 15 gallons, buddy.
I have made woo Send it. Yeah. 50. I used to make that an hour.
Yeah. Is it tough going backwards? Because I'm going to do the same thing and probably feel the same way.
So listen. Yes. Short answer, yes. But the amount of people we've had over since going to this wood one, I don't know. I thought people would have liked the big fancy thing like I was doing and stuff, but we had over 50, 60 people come through,
Probably.
hang out for hours, sitting there talking.
Is that true, Ashley?
Yeah, I fed them all beans, and then they all complained how they had the farts afterwards. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's well fibered. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it was shoulder to shoulder at a time. Then they came in groups and stayed, then left, and I mean it was fun. Like it's probably one of the more fun times I've had making syrup, and it was very low stress because of obviously not a lot's going on. I ended up between the 2.5 boils. It's not a full third one. I finished off tonight. I've been trying to keep record and everything. And now, granted, day one, there was a lot of talking going on. So it might get firewood, at 10 minutes. And then the next one would be at 25 minutes. And the next one would be at 5 minutes. I mean, it was.
You need a kitchen timer.
Yeah. Well, we had it and it was just getting ignored because I was in the middle of conversation.
Well, ignore the conversation. You're trying to make syrup here.
So that day one was just visiting, hanging out, breaking it in, getting a feel for wood again. And then Sunday, only a handful of people stopped, and I did the timer, and I was very on point. 10 minutes, boom, 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 because I wanted to kind of be realistic for people. I want to be able to give numbers of, hey, if you're in the backyard with the kids, you're putting wood in when you feel like it. This is it. Then this is it with every 10 minutes. And then the next one is going to be with a blower. But average all 2.5 boils, which added up to about 24, 25 hours of boil time, average 0.6 gallons of syrup made.
At 5.5 bricks.
At 5.5 bricks. Yep.
Yeah. The video that you made that came out this morning was really good on the RO.
Yeah. So I'm going to work after this tonight. I'm going to work on getting day one. I might do all 3 days mixed together. I don't know, but I'm going to get one out tomorrow, hopefully, of the actual evaporator now.
Yeah, this is where content shines this time of year. Like
it's tough to do both.
It is. Well, you're already tired. I'm going to go through some comments here. Pretty good. We have a few here. All right, here we go. Somebody was waiting for us and we were 40 minutes late. Sorry.
Some of us have to work for a living.
Yeah. And then we've got, hey guys. And then Jeff Outdoors says, I need a Galt 2x8. You and me, buddy. You and me both. Boiling right now. Last 100 gallons. I hope you have an RO, Jeff. Budlis says he loves the sap chats. And then Maple Bear Mike says Dave needs a fidget spinner.
Yes.
Mark Perkins says he's been boiling for 8 days. And then today, this is what happens when you get tired. That's when mistakes happen. So actually better off just shutting down and getting some sleep. I really believe that.
Yeah, we've all been there.
I don't know. I can make mistakes in the middle of the day, though, because you just get ahead of yourself. You're in a hurry, too many things to do. And, you're like, I closed that valve. I'm good. So now I run down to the sugar house after I open the valve up top, because then I'm like second guessing myself because I dumped too much sap. So you second guess too much because you've made these mistakes.
Yeah.
So here's somebody. Darren said he did a test today. I have a Smoky Lake 2x6, Smoky Lake hybrid pan with a blower getting about 63 gallons an hour evaporation rate. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what a hybrid pan is, but
it's got to be
all in one. Blues and a syrup pan all in one.
Okay, it's all one rig. Okay.
Like the Leader Vermonter, that type of thing, I think.
So Kimberly K says it was a fun day and a great turnout. So that's somebody that came to your open house, Dave?
My mom.
Oh, nice. I see David in there now. I see it.
That's my dad.
Yeah, I see David Wayne and I see David.
Oh, I believe that.
No RO for Jeff. 100 gallons. That's like 10 hours of boiling. Let's see.
Well, it depends on what he's boiling on.
So Doug Bowman, I just left there like 2.5 hours ago. He is almost done boiling. I did to poor Doug what I do to my production team, which is go in and start changing things. Like they have a method. And I mean, I wanted to go see the flash pan work. Like I wanted to see it in operation, and we ended up tweaking some things, and it was a good thing. Like it was actually a good thing. Like what level you run it at, like there's a bubbler, then you have your level in your flash pan, so you actually don't want the liquid over your pipes. You want the bubbler to splash it onto the pipes. That's how it kind of works. So that's how we do it. So Darren says, yes, all in one pan, just like the Vermonter. Ooh, Jeff says, hey, Dunn, there I get family. I have family there in Gorham. We stopped there on that tour, didn't we? I think that's where the Yodel store is. I had to go see Yodel.
Yep, that's in Gorham. Yep.
He's getting 10 gallon per hour on a 2x4. Now, Jeff, what type of evaporator is that?
That'd
You're
be
talking
pretty close
Dave's
to being
language.
right, though.
You're talking
that'd be-
Dave's language now.
If you figure on a flat pan, a gallon an hour per square foot, that'd be about right.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm getting 11 at 5.5.
Yeah. 11 GPH. I mean, it's not Scott Dunwood, though.
It's not stacked
Scott Dunwood,
perfect.
it's like perfect diameter. Like it's like there's one variable, and there's many variables in Scott Dunn Sugar House, and firewood is not one of them.
No, and then there's these guys from like Western Mass and a few other places that think it's fun to walk around and like pull pieces of wood out and push others in because they're like messing with me, and I'm still pissed about that.
You could booby trap something.
I remember, and I will get them back, Rob.
Yeah, I was tempted. I was tempted. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, Kyle, Rob. I mean, not that I remember, but I mean,
smoked our auto draw control box by overflowing the head tank yesterday while talking to Nate.
Way to
me.
go, Nate.
That was
I
me.
blame you're blaming Nate.
I
Totally acceptable.
literally I caused all sorts of problems today for everybody. For Doug.
This is the same reason that your people at work at the factory don't want you around, Nate. You realize that?
Yes, I do. I'm always like, things are going well, let's turn it up. It's true.
Well, I mean, an
That's
extra
true.
case an hour. I mean, it's production. I mean, you got to meet your
Right.
targets.
Yeah.
Don't
They
encourage.
do a lot better. I remember the first time I went in and started messing with Zach, like I was like, we don't need the washer anymore. Just make sure the syrup goes in the bottle. And I went and turned the washer off, but the washer was doing more than just cleaning. Like bottles that get washed have less dust on them. Like it really shined them up. And as soon as I left, I think he turned everything back on. Good for him.
Well, I mean, to humor you, you're the boss, but the minute you leave, you figure out who the real boss is.
Well, that's why SQF is so important. I don't think a lot of people realize that. SQF is the anti-Nate Bissell program. If you own the company and you walk in and say, I want to do this, what are the employees going to do? They're just going to say, well, no, before SQF, they'd probably just do it. But now with SQF, they can go to it and say, Nate, you signed this. You said that you wouldn't do this, and I'm like, oh. Like it empowers the employees to make sure I can't screw things up. But you don't understand how healthy that is. There's just certain areas that I should play and certain areas I should not. Somebody made 240 gallons of almost gold and the last drum was at 77 TC. And the press was plugged. That's fun. H&M in Middlefield. How about that? Haven't heard that one in a while.
I've never
How
heard
about the warming pan thing? My warming pan is offset off the main pan. The main pan is reversible. I need a sight glass to see my boil level better. So, Dave, does your warming pan, does it actually get like warm? Does the sap warm up in there?
Dude, I was about 120 degrees in that thing. So my idea, when you watch the video, I went and bought a liter half pint float and put it in there. So it was going to, I was running that at 2 inches, so it'd get warmer and then, feed in less, the same thing, all nice steady flow to get max efficiency. And it worked. But I will say there is a lot of condensation dripping back into that pan off of it.
So it almost needs to be
a lot
lifted up with a little tray or something.
Because
I'll
be honest,
take them and put them behind
quite
them.
a bit.
They put some of those warming pans like behind the pan, but then it's almost like having another like short flat pan on there. So it's
I got you.
Like, it works, but it.
Yep. And I'm real curious to see with the blower. I don't think it's going to take much air, so it probably won't be a problem. I'm a little curious on how the doors are going to be with the blower.
I like this question. Maple Bear Mike. Scott, how many silver bullets an hour are you?
I
think he's a steady one.
No, I mean, there's probably 2 last night. Tonight was 2, maybe 3 last night. I mean, you don't want to overdo it on the first night.
I agree.
It's the last night that you can really let her rep because things should be, eased up by then. But the first night, you don't want to ruin a rig. So
Schmitz scattered maples. He's boiling right now. Says, "Hey guys, I'm boiling tonight. My stack temperature has dropped from 1150 a couple days ago to low 800s now. Thinking it's the spark arrest screen under the stack. Our spark arresters really needed.
Take it out, throw it away.
Yeah,
or
but should I throw it in the trash can?
Ideal stack temperature is in the 800s, though. To be fair,
correct. Yeah, a lot of people like putting a lot of heat up the stack. And,
I do.
Yeah, well, Scott, you can see yours from the moon. They can see the red coming out the top of Scott's stack from space. So the offset pan is so nice. There you go. 790.
Dude, she's dialed.
So this is an interesting idea. Mark Perkins, the warming pan needs to have a slanted bottom. And then if it could drip off the back with a little gutter, I don't know how much condensation that really matters, but it's interesting.
Nate, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I was watching the front of it, and it was run down, and I looked underneath, and the whole thing was like a drip next to a drip, and I was like...
it has to. Physics says so, that it's going to condense.
Yeah, you don't want to boil it twice?
No, I was shocked at how much there was. It would be cool to figure out how to collect that and see how much actually is coming off.
Well, if the bottom of that warming pan is slanted back over the back of the arch, it would work. Sap suckers. I love your liquid gold. Do you know these people?
I do. Same with Ken. That's Ken.
Yep.
We got Jim from her. Yeah, we got a bunch of people on here. Christy was out there at the boil. Yeah,
that's pretty amazing. Like, what would help us, guys, is if you just hit like on the live stream. It would actually help us. Oh, geez, they're all coming out now. Team Suck coming out.
Here we go.
They're all sporting it. Jeez, oh man.
Here we go.
Here it comes.
Yep.
Here it comes. Yeah,
I was informed yesterday or the day before that when someone had mentioned their guzzler, and I said, "Oh, so it sucks and blows," and he's like, "No, it sucks and pumps." So I stand corrected.
Much better.
Yep. I used to say 800 was optimal until I hit 1100. Hey, I lit my sugar house roof on fire. Like I was that guy at one point trying to juice it. And good thing the garden hose was there. It's still charcoal. Like when I start making content with a new evaporator, you'll see it. Team Suck Blow.
Also, Scott, about that 10-ish, 12-ish gallons was money. I stopped firing an hour ahead, and I got down. I was able to flood the overhead pan full, and there's no ashes in it. It was just the fire brick at that point. So
this is interesting. Jeff had a pan fire. Jeff, are you boiling right now? He had a pan fire this year, first time, and the pan
Whoa.
got slightly warped, very slightly. I was able
There
to feel
are
the flame.
2 types of sugar makers: those that have burned a pan and those that will.
Or there's
the
3.
will.
There's 3. I'm sorry. There's those that
Probably
lie
burning
about
right now.
it. There's those that lie about it. So there's actually 3.
Well, I mean, not all of us admit it that we've done it, but yeah,
I
you
came
fall
real
into those
close on that
categories.
big rig. Came real close on the big one once.
On small?
Yeah.
The Galt Evaporator is the next leader. I'm
But
glad he
the
didn't capitalize that
The
leader.
back float wasn't going in.
Okay, so what was it we did last year? Because she huffed. You would have thought she was a steam engine. Remember, she was woo, 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 woo. And I called
Probably
them,
wind.
Mom.
No, that was the jet. I had to switch out the nozzle jet.
It was
Cheap fuel.
scary. It was scary.
Yeah, essentially that, and the jet might have been boogered up.
It was scary.
Because I
It
replaced
sounded
that, and it
scary.
just.
So, Dave, you and I were talking about, I don't want to bring anybody's name up, but they had purchased a 2x4 propane evaporator from a brand company.
Yep.
They were showing pictures of when it would run, the dividers would bow.
Oh,
like
that was
this.
cold. That was
Was
after
cold?
him. He's only
I
boiled.
thought
with
he
the
said
plates.
when he burns that it got.
No, and it does even worse, but cold. It basically second time he used it.
So
And he runs 2 inches.
I'm a big proponent of 20 gauge stainless,
Yep.
mostly because I believe in heirlooms.
Yeah, that's fair.
So is it true that a 22 gauge will, transfer heat faster? Yes. However, both can be true. It can boil faster and not get passed down to your kids. Both can be true. And they are. Like 22 gauge is just not as strong. I'm all about evaporators lasting a long time and being able to pass them down. A lot of these evaporators, with the 20 gauge have been around a long time. But when I see a pan that's bowed
After second use.
Yeah, I'm not in. I'm not in on the
if you
22
look at-
gauge.
Yeah, and it's just straight. There's no bracing and nothing. It's just cheap.
Yeah, and it's also true that it will transfer heat faster. So physics wins, but also gravity makes it bow. So physics wins.
Because you
Like
look
both are true. Yeah,
Yeah.
both
you look
are
at the
true.
Galt and everything, and everything's rolled, and the ends is. It strengthens it.
It's a built, like one thing that Dave says, he builds them as a piece of equipment.
Yes.
Like they're meant to be passed down. The secondary value, so the value on the secondary market, I think will always be high because of how he builds them.
We had 7 syrup producers come through this weekend, all the way from a 2x3 all the way up to a 3x8, and everybody was super impressed by it and the build quality. I mean, everybody walked around. I even did a video interview with them all, talking about it, like what they noticed. What I said, be honest. If you don't like,
Did you have their lines off camera so they could read what you wanted them to say?
No, I told them, be honest. If you don't like something, tell me. Like, point something out to me. And everybody was real.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! I'm having a hate. So this is from Schmidt Scattered Maples. I'm having a hate relationship with a guzzler. Pulling 10 inches and gauges go back and forth like a windshield wiper.
Your check valve.
It's probably something stuck in there, maybe.
Yep, there's either something in there or it's got a hole in it. Take off the end where it goes in, pull that apart, and put a new backflow valve. It's what's going on.
Gotcha.
It's as simple as that.
And how do you know this, Dave?
I've never had it happen. But
I thought maybe you had experience with this.
So if you actually read the directions, it says in there if that ever happens, your check valve. That's
When
no
do
problem
you
solving.
ever read the directions?
Yeah,
It
you throw
says
those
right
things
in
right
the-
away first. You get the directions, you throw those away because you're a man and you don't need those.
I like to read stuff.
No,
Mark,
put
you
them in
should
a
never
pile
say
and move
something
them
like
around.
this. Mark Perkins,
Well,
why?
right.
You don't want to say that. That's like I never sawed into the log stop on my sawmill, and then that's what happens. You hit it. Don't jinx yourself,
Yeah,
Mark.
next week he gets out here. Well, that would suck.
Mhm. You'll be lucky to boil the next day. I don't know what that means. I think I do.
Yeah.
All right. Got another issue. First time ever. My pan gasket keeps scooting out from under my pan. Went to Weaver's here in Holmes County and got a new gasket that's wider and still scooting. Yeah, I wouldn't use silicone. I don't know. I don't know what. Those are those little irritation things. Like, what is the most irritating thing that is still every evaporator company's doing it? I would say the thing that irritated me the most is when you spend $70,000, $80,000 on a rig and the lights go out because it can't handle the heat inside. You know, you want to be able to look in there and the lights are flickering because all LED lights can't handle it. That's just that bothers me. Can't see in there.
Well, I'm
If
curious
it's
how a
like
gas
now, like I like the light of the crisp light of an LED, but they can't handle it. And even the incandescents, they don't love the heat either. You know,
Right.
and then so some of them are putting like the clear piece on top of the hood with the light outside of it that shines down through, but it doesn't light up the whole space. So is there a good answer or a better answer to that, Nate?
I mean, Dave came up with a way I never would have thought of, but he does have a way that the lights are externally serviced and cooled. So he built a system that is very simple, but it solves that problem. And I just today, like I filmed it and I was just like, it works really well.
Yeah, I went to get going yesterday and my hood light was out, and I'm like, oh, good thing
Doesn't
there's
that
a
suck?
spare.
Yeah, and then
No,
like
it's not a guzzler.
Yeah, that just definitely blows.
But luckily I had a spare, but now I need to order it, and it's hard to find the incandescent bulbs because, you know, we're saving the environment by going to LEDs, but they don't like the high heat. But I'm here to save the environment. So,
I got you.
You know, now I have to shop on Amazon.
So Maple Bear Mike's putting his rig together. I changed the umbrella style to the duckbill style check valves. I've heard they aren't as good. Is that must be in a suck blow? Is that a suck blow part? I mean, a duckbill sounds like something that would be in a suck blow.
So I don't even want to say I've never had a problem with mine because you know what's going to happen now if I say that. But I've never.
Wait, hold on. I just want to clarify. Is there a duckbill in a suck blow?
I don't know. I've never had to take one apart. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna.
No, that's not the question. There's a part called a duckbill in a suck blow.
Does it walk like a duck or talk like a duck?
It
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up right now. I don't think so. I think they're flat.
I don't know. That definitely says duckbill. And if there is a duckbill in a suck blow, I am gonna have fun with this. Whack. Whack. Here we go. What are we?
Well, they're just flat.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, you could. I know Dave uses some really RTV high temp stuff to really secure the stainless. So when the firebox is putting pressure, or when the blowers are putting pressure on the firebox, he has sealed all the stainless around everything, so none of the air can blow out. And it's a red RTV. Jeff, I will get that part for you. I'll get that part number for you.
They're just.
I just put these things up. I have no idea what I'm. Oh boy, Nate. Not related question. I ended up following your truck in Chippewa Falls last week one night. Noticed the Chevy with the Ohio maple plates. I was. Yep, I lived there for a week.
That's awesome.
I can tell you there are
Love it.
2 restaurants that I lived at. There was one called I think the Broken Egg. Great breakfast, and it was in a town called like Holly Lake. It's Hallie, which is kind of between Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire. So you don't say Eau Claire or Eclair. It's the only vowel not in there is O, and that's the one you say. So it's EAU. and you say, oh, but Hooligans. We went to a place called Hooligans in Eau Claire, College Town. I actually got kicked out of a comedy club there because I wasn't laughing at the Somalian from Minnesota. He wasn't funny
So
at all.
you go out to eat for
Yes.
breakfast, but when I'm there, you poach the continental breakfast at the Fairfield Inn.
Yes.
I see how I rate.
Space eggs for you, buddy. Space eggs.
Yeah, and just remember, don't put the muffins in the toaster.
Didn't she tell us that? She was like,
Why?
yellow.
No, there was a sign,
Oh, that's
Why?
right.
which means that
Somebody's
somebody
done it.
did that.
Somebody's done it.
I mean,
That's
if
right.
at Fairfield Inn, any place else you can put your muffin in the toaster, but not at the Fairfield Inn because there's a sign that says you can't.
All
The,
right.
the biggest thing is here is wait, your Chevy made it to Wisconsin?
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
the biggest
before
surprise.
diesel went up to $5.50 a gallon. So, yeah, I drove out with Adam, and then he flew back, and it was just, man, I had a couple rough weeks there, and I was right where I needed to be in Chippewa Falls. That's where I should have been, and it kind of put me behind, but not really. I was doing what I was supposed to be doing.
For sure.
Do you need wash and rinse new RO membrane? May have
Yes.
big week coming up. Yes, you do. If you don't, it'll taste funny.
You're supposed to do a rinse, wash, rinse.
I'm going to sprint to my pump and grab the parts. If I burn my pan, you owe me a Galt. Well, maybe if you could spell it right, I would consider it. If it were Eau Claire, Michigan, we'd pronounce it Eau Claire.
Claire.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. George is on tonight. 10 o'clock, George.
It's a Chevy. I don't believe it.
Yep, he's right. George, we drove that thing down to Tennessee like 3 weeks ago. Had some fun. So does this say Eau Claire?
Ooh, Claire.
Eau
Ooh.
Claire?
Oh.
I don't know.
Ooh, oh.
I don't know. But a really cool building in Chippewa Falls is the Leinenkugel building. Like that they don't use it anymore. Like Coors shut it down. And it'd be a really cool building to buy syrup out of. Really cool building to buy syrup out of. Because it's got such history there. And it's not being used. And I've been looking for the right executive, like somebody. But the problem with big companies is everybody's trying not to get fired. Like if you go to a big company and you find these executives and you're like, I have a good idea. The first thing they're like, could I get fired for this? That's really the truth. That's why privately owned companies are good because you can still like get to somebody who can make a decision without worried about getting fired.
Listen, I live by the standard of ask for forgiveness, not permission. I got fired twice in one video that was 30 minutes long. And
I saw that.
I'm
video.
back. I'm back, folks. So just go with it.
How do you break a precision tapper?
I can tell you. I can teach you.
Hey.
We got 3,500 gallons to start on tomorrow. Still a lot of snow on the ground in northern Michigan. I saw Brad Host was finished tapping today up in Minnesota, and there was snow on the ground. He's like west of Minneapolis.
73 here and spring peepers everywhere as we speak.
What's going to happen when it gets to 2 degrees? Do the peepers die?
No, they just go back underground.
Just hibernate.
You sure? Aren't they
Yeah.
like a frog?
They are.
Yeah.
They just go back underground.
You're
What
gonna be dead.
Jim said, what did he say earlier? The spring peepers get frosted twice and then it's over or something like that. And then there's 2 more runs. He's watching, so he'll comment on here, I'm sure. I butchered it.
Oh my gosh. He was going to send you a picture. I was going to send you a picture of the duck bill and umbrella. I want to see it. This sounds like something a gynecologist would use.
Why does a duck need an umbrella?
These are tools
for
a lady doctor.
Listen, I work with lady doctors. We don't use that tool.
You don't use that tool?
We don't use that tool.
I don't know.
We don't heat it up. We don't gel that. That does not go anywhere. Nope.
You're welcome to Chippewa Falls anytime. I was very surprised to see the maple plates on an Ohio plate. It was me. Yep. Somehow I ended up with an Ohio maple plate. It's a miracle. I don't know why. There's 12 million people in Ohio. Nobody had maple. And I actually know people with the last name Maple in Ohio. But
Yeah.
I always tell people my plates are worth more than my truck. I live in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. For fun, we say Eau Claire or Yo Claire.
Yo, Claire.
But it's
Yeah.
Eau Claire. Yeah, I got kicked out of a comedy club out there for not laughing at bad, like it wasn't funny. Like I love comedy clubs. I love piano bars. I love that stuff, dude. I do.
Are
If
you a
there's one,
heckler?
I will go. What's that?
Heckle? Do you sit out there and heckle at people?
No, I don't want to be on
Genuinely
YouTube.
They
getting
sat
trouble.
there and looked. That guy there, he's not laughing.
The guy next to me
You're
was
outta here.
talking, and they just associated me with him,
Ah.
which is fair. He did pay my ticket in. Can't
So
see
Dave, those caps for the generators there that you sent me, the thing on Amazon, the link there.
Yeah.
So I've got them and I've been using them and I've been
And?
struggling. One of them today was it shut off this morning before I got up, so I got an alert, and so I dealt with it after I got up because it was cold enough. And then this afternoon it went off again. The gasket in the top of it shredded, so there was like a disc, like the neck of the fuel tank,
Yeah.
cut through it when I tightened it up.
What
It's
is
not
this?
made
What are
for
we talking
petroleum,
about?
is it? It's a cheap non-petroleum gasket, probably.
It's
What-
maybe, but like it cut the perfect ring off. So luckily, I think I've got. They're probably still not rated for petroleum, but I've got some other gaskets that I ordered that fit a like a Patriot pan or a
I know what you're
Grim
talking
pan.
about.
They go between the pans. I'm gonna try and put those in tomorrow, or I've got to come up with something because I think it was cutting out now because it was losing fuel because
Sucking
that
air.
gasket had crapped out. Yeah.
Yep.
So is this some sort of like gas tank extension to make
Yeah.
it hold more
Yeah,
fuel?
dude, he can run for days on that thing.
Yeah, it's a cap that goes on. You take the original cap off, you put this one on, it's got a hose that drops into a remote tank and it just siphons it up. And I couldn't figure out what was going on until when I took the cap off today. Half of it was laying in the fuel tank, and then I got looking, and then the other one had done the same thing.
Hmm.
So,
You know,
leave
I
it to
used it
Amazon.
one season, went through, and it was fine. I don't know. I didn't have that.
I may have just been over tightening, trying to make sure that I had the seal, which is probably. I got big muscles, so it could have been something.
Okay,
with that.
Dom.
Did you
No,
do
I
a
mean,
boat
mine aren't
loader?
pretty. They're just,
Yeah.
they're proportional.
Did you did you end up using a boat tank for your gas tank?
No,
that was flat?
I've got the I don't know. They're like the VP racing cans.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
just-
you're just going right into the can. I see.
Yeah, the boat cans were going to cost more money, and I already had these.
Fair
so,
enough.
and I bought a piece of hose, and then I put a piece of rod on it because the hose wanted to turn. So I just that way it stays straight and it goes to the bottom. So when it works really good. But when it doesn't, it doesn't work that good.
I went to the boat because of rain and weather and stuff. I wanted it all sealed. I'm like, if it's good enough for a boat and water and everything, it's good enough to. Anyway, that was my.
I've got metal roofing that kind of like leans up against it to keep the crud off ish. So I mean, it's done okay so far. But like I said, when they work good. Where
Yeah.
I've struggled is I think the vacuum pump, some mechanical releasers need more CFM than others, and I figured that out. That
Really?
if you're going to do these systems, like just a single barrel releaser is way better than a double barrel. The double barrels actually use more vacuum because they have to twist and transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it total garbage. On these, you need a single barrel because it's just a simpler actuator.
Interesting. Makes
Can
sense.
you guys
though.
see the question on the screen from Mark? What should I
Okay,
use?
so I just bought mine brand new, and I was told just to use well water, preferably non-treated with like salt and stuff if you can. It's not ideal, but when you got something new and you don't have permeate,
No chlorine.
yeah, you just
Whatever
and-
you do,
Right
no
through.
chlorine.
And
Yep.
bypass your water softener. They don't like softened water. And if
Yep.
you have high iron, they don't like high iron. So
No,
those are
but-
the ones that bug you. But I use well water for my very end of the season and through the summer, early season.
And you can do a citric acid wash after you have permeate to get some of that iron back out too.
Yeah.
Is what I was told. I just went through all of it. Try to save some permeate for next year.
You can't save enough permeate.
No.
I still need 8,000 pounds of Vermont organic. A lot of people responded, but they weren't organic.
That's the problem. I was going to say, good luck finding an organic.
You'll get it this week. They've been making syrup.
Well, they've been
week.
making some syrup big time. I'm channeling my inner Nate and buying syrup tonight. AKA the neighbor is selling crazy cheap, so why not make easy money? He makes good syrup. I mean, it's not box elder, but it's good stuff.
Oh my God.
So he's going to sell his and eat his. I like it.
Mhm. Yep. It still isn't easy selling. It really isn't. You got your all sorts of different issues. But there's your answer. Cool. Anybody got some Vermont organic? I'm begging. 8,000 pounds. Gotta keep this customer in California happy. That'll last like 6 months too. It's not even like it's a one-time order, but yeah, you are correct.
You know, the thing that bothers me with the organic certification with syrup, it pretty much is. I mean, I guess defoamer technically is the only thing, right? That's literally it in the entire process. Is just that if you
There's one more thing that is important in the process.
This
A
here.
certification sticker.
No, that doesn't bother me. It's that if you have an auditor who wants to see the certifications, everybody thinks it's like
just defoamer.
Yeah, dude, I think it's all crap too, but the auditors don't. Like it's organic. Show me your certificate.
All a money grab.
100%, man.
And what gets me about it is, for like the producer standpoint, is if you're direct to consumer, you're not really going to get much more money. You shouldn't be, because you should be able to get a high price point anyways. It's the only reason that it's available is because yes, the customer wants it, but it shouldn't be based on how much syrup you make or anything like that. It should be a flat fee to be certified. But these organic certifiers have created a market because they want to get paid. They created a gimmick, and it's the certifiers that are the problem with this, because they need a paycheck. And it's like buying a Prius. It's a joke.
Mm.
I mean, they claim that Priuses are better for the environment, but then when you go to recycle the damn thing, it costs 1,000 times more.
No, I thought electric was better. Have you ever seen a lithium mine? Those are nothing compared to everything else.
Right. And then it's a hazardous material when you go to get rid of it. Those are cheap to get rid of.
Yeah.
I am totally pro electric car, guys. I am. I'm a Tesla guy.
I am too.
Here's why.
I'm a big fan of them, because when they catch fire, it's awesome.
Job security.
Well, my reasoning is totally like selfish. I don't care about anything other than the fact it can drive me.
I knew that's where this was going.
That's it. I don't.
You have a Fred,
anything else.
You have Fred. He drives you.
I know, but Fred's been
and
busy.
He drinks American coffee.
He does. He does. Yep. When we go to Starbucks, they're like, "What do you want, sir?" He's like, "I want the American coffee."
And he orders a large, which totally messes him up, because they're like, "I don't know what that is."
That's funny.
That's pretty funny, actually.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I'm in New York and got some Vermont organic jugs by mistake one year. Would that work? I did keep one and told people I needed 2 times as much for it because it was special Vermont syrup. I actually filled one before I noticed. Doesn't that suck?
No, if you get the money, no.
Right. Yeah, I'm pro just because I want something to drive me around because I am a terrible driver. Like I cannot focus, I'm usually reading, filming. I want to be able to just film. And a car that car will drive better than me. That's it. But I can't be tooling around in one of them freaking electric cars.
I'd
Why,
love
you don't
to
want
see
to go
one of
cross
those
country in
drive
it?
to Vermont
I
back
can't.
roads.
You imagine
You
me
don't
showing
want
up.
to sit at a gas station for an hour and a half while your car charges?
Scott, if I showed up at your place with one of those Tesla Cybertrucks, you would smile and not talk to me for a half hour.
I mean,
He would just be like,
no, I would talk to you, but it would be nothing that pokes at you about your, oh, look, you brought your Matchbox car. Oh, how's your DeLorean? And I mean,
I like stainless if they just made
I
it
could
look
see him
normal.
cruising around with a 2x4 Galt delivering with the Cybertruck.
who's
Well,
the
Fred and
guy
I-
in who's the
our
one in
plan-
Star Wars that had the sunglasses that were just the strip? Or was it Star Trek? I mean, that's the
Star
same thing
Trek.
anyways.
Star
Star
Trek.
Wars, Star Trek, same thing. But he had the glasses that go across. That's what that stupid Cybertruck looks like.
The guy from Reading Rainbow.
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
I mean, you look at this thing and you're like, huh, what does it do? And then they can't answer, and
But Fred and I've had this discussion because, when you're driving the box truck to go pick up drums, drop drums off, and you're meeting farmers, I've always wanted to get something that we could take the lift gate and like a little car and like take it down. And Fred's like, I'm not getting in a smart car. He's like, I won't do it. Because I needed something small enough that we could, shove it in the box truck and when we get there, bring it out. I said, what about a motorcycle with a sidecar? And he was like, I'd do that. I'm like, okay, but you got to wear the goggles. Like you have to wear
I'd
the
do
goggles.
yeah, and hold the dog.
Yeah.
Dude, just get a couple mopeds. 2 mopeds. Put them right in there. You're good to go.
Yeah. It just reminds me of the movie Dumb and Dumber.
Dude, no.
That's one moped.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to say it. Thanks, Scott.
David Wayne is a moped guy. Him and his best friend Bobby started a pedneck. They even had neon shirts and they rode around with other moped people that they made a Facebook group with. And they
Did you go to
pednecked
California?
together.
Or did you go to Aspen?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, at least they had their own peds. They weren't on top of each other.
Hey, mine had a big bore 80cc kit clutched. It would do 65, okay, and wheelies.
It was still a moped.
What was it?
I had a Yamaha Zuma tricked out, dude. I had a big bore kit on it, piped, clutched. That thing
Mhm.
ripped.
Dude, you're nerding out right now on your
I know.
ped.
Your Honda
I
Davidson?
outran the cops on that thing.
He came home with the turkey on the back of it with video on him.
Are you saying he went hunting with it?
Yeah, he came
Oh,
in with a
man.
dead turkey. Feathers everywhere going down
The
road.
best is
People
when he's
behind
the
him
best is when
filming.
he starts talking like mechanics. Like, yeah, he's got a broken Johnson rod, and he's got all these like.
Got a duck bill.
That thing was sweet.
reversible duck bill.
That thing was a chick magnet, all right?
Oh yeah.
So so Anthony Jewell says he's pulling 26 with is a B2 guzzler. Is that like a 2? It's a double suck blow. Is that what that is?
Hey, I have a quad suck blow, so
Do you?
take that.
Is that a lot?
It's 4 CFM, thank you.
We did have some shavings from drilling saddles get stuck in our check valve.
See,
couple
that can
days
happen.
ago. There you go.
I run a pre-screen filter, so that's why I haven't had that.
Anthony, you just need to check your duck bill, and it should fix it.
Yeah, put a screen in front of it. You'll be good. You won't ever have to mess with it.
Nope.
And you'll save your diaphragms from getting a pinhole or something.
Oh, that can be bad. You can end up pregnant if you end up with holes in your diaphragms. So I've been told.
Oh, jeez.
See, this guy's got it going on.
The Vespas.
He was
I'm
probably-
telling you, man. I like the
Dude, we were way cooler than the Wild Hogs. All right.
54 people are listening to us talk about mopeds.
in gas
Come on.
or in electric Teslas.
Yep. 55.
Dude, my buddy Bobby jumped one
Oh, it was
off
so
of a
bad.
dirt bike track, and he came down, hit the handlebars, and knocked out all his teeth.
No way.
No,
Yeah.
it was bad. It was really bad.
They don't probably have
he had like
a lot of
I'm not
suspension
kidding
on
you.
the
He was
front of
8
those.
to 9 feet in the air on a moped.
It was bad.
I'm not joking.
That
If you
crunch-
tell me he got up and pedaled it,
He
that
did.
would be the best.
He did.
No,
he
he did.
just started driving for home, dude. Blood coming out.
he did.
Spitting chunks of teeth out.
It
It
was
was bad.
bad.
Aren't the mopeds the ones you gotta like pedal to get going?
No. These ones were actual. Yeah.
Wee. By the house.
Well, they're not
Just like
supposed
that.
to go over 35, and we had ours all souped up, and we were in a group, and we were doing stuff. We
Yeah.
were going down sidewalks. We went
With
across
your
the.
Crocs.
Is it a
your
group or a
neon
club?
shirts.
Like a motorcycle club?
Oh, we were way
They give
cooler.
colors.
They
They give
did.
the
They
leather
had neon
vests.
green and neon yellow. I'm pretty sure I still got the shirt in the basement.
Was Dave's call sign Seabass?
Were there sleeves on the neon shirts, or did they take
Nope,
those
they
off to be
cut the
tougher?
sleeves off. The
Yeah,
sleeves
they
were
Cut
did.
off.
Okay.
Yeah, they did.
They
With the
did.
cigarette pocket in the
With their
front.
farmer tans, it was real sexy. It was a real sexy
See,
look.
thank you.
With their Crocs. Oh yeah.
Yep.
With
We
Crocs.
stopped at a garage sale and bought a set of moose antlers and was strapped into the back. And we were coming up to a stop sign. And my buddy was looking behind. He didn't see it. We stopped and he hit the moose antler.
Now we're gonna get moped comments. Here they come. Yeah, Jeff, you got another 10 hours, buddy. Jeff says he needs help throwing wood in there. You got another 10 hours, man.
Remember that? He had a big
Oh,
old
look.
scar.
We got moped people.
See, I told you could pedal a moped. I've seen that.
Well, some were like that.
Or kick
I
it
had a-
backwards.
5 miles
A
per
toma- I don't even know
hour,
what a
two
tomato
speed.
is.
I love it.
Yeah. Huh. Out there in South Bend.
See, Nate, you need a moped.
No.
You haven't lived.
Now,
dude.
a motorcycle with a sidecar. I do that. Although the Urals were cool until Russia invaded like Ukraine, and now I don't want anything Russian. You know what I'm talking about? The Urals?
He drove down into the creek to hide from the cop. And his moped was floating down the river.
This is a true story.
This was before
Is that a
back
true
when we were
story?
more fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's unfortunately very true.
Yep.
Before
That's-
kids,
Oh,
you know,
dude, this
before-
man.
before the trap of children.
Then me and Dustin on the dirt bikes, and I thought I could go between the swings, and
You hit one, huh?
oh yeah,
Did you go all the way around?
the bike did.
Like,
It did the woo. Yeah.
no way. All
Oh,
the way
yeah.
around.
Well, we were cutting through the high school to get away from the cops, and I thought I could split the swings because we were cutting through, and I hit it and flipped, and oh,
Geez. Sean came up. Look, we got coffee. Sean's coming up big time. He saw
What is
he saw the
maple syrup?
segment. He saw
What
the
is it?
segment. Scott,
What?
do you know what maple syrup is good on?
Unfortunately, I know what it's good on and not on.
Anything but the four. Thanks, Sean. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Thank you. I like sharing with my friends. That's a coffee for each of us. Cool. Look at that. You stay up late, you get rewarded. It's awesome. Actually, he was probably like, enough of this Vespa talk. Let's get back to Maple. It's like, these guys are on a moped. I'm going to help you, Nate. These guys are talking about their mopeds. Running from the cops on mopeds.
oh, dude, this,
Thanks, Sean. We needed that segue.
we were rebels.
Yep. Surprised it wasn't on a segue. Yep, Paul Blart. Thank you. Thank you. We're getting back on the Guzzlers. Thank you.
There,
I
that's
always,
way better.
Guzzlers.
I always like, I'm ready to talk Guzzlers because it's funny. Like, give me some more part numbers, guys, or names, because this is too
Hey.
fun.
I was 2.3 gallons per tap on that guzzler, so you can shove it.
Dave, tell Scott you can't freeze it up. What's that? Freeze up on H. What's H mean? Heroin?
He's trying to fish.
What are we
Not
doing
sure what
here?
he's trying to finish there.
All right, that's true. Dogs do. I'll bet you your dog will take. Did your dog take care of that, or did you do what every good red-blooded sugar maker does and get the dust pan out after you washed it and scrape that syrup up?
He doesn't come in, otherwise he'd be in there mopping the floor.
Yep. Labs, man, they love that syrup on the floor.
I had one
Mhm.
tiny little spill. I went to grab the pail, and the handle was resting on the side of the pail, and I went to go dump it into the keg, and then I burnt my hand on because it was sitting on the side and got hot, so I spilt a little bit of syrup trying to dump it in. It wasn't much, but it was a splash, but it's a pretty good one.
So one of the first guys, I'm going to mention Sean Spencer here from Spencer Lawn Care. He's one of the first guys to kind of help me. He has a sizable YouTube channel. I think he's got 150,000 subs.
Whoa.
When I was first starting, we were just like, I didn't know anything. And I met him at the Paul Bunyan show, and he's been helpful. Like, I can call him and ask, like, what do I do here? I think one of the toughest things that I learned, the toughest lesson I learned right away was that there are people that care more about their success than yours. Like, there's some people that there is no mutual success. They actually they think success is limited supply. And I thought this guy was on my team. So I'm like asking him questions. And then he straight up threw me under the bus to this tractor company. It was awful. I'm telling him what I'm doing and my plan. He ran right to him because he was what do you call it? Sponsored, yeah, by this tractor company that I wanted to be sponsored by. And I found the people. I'm like, what do you think? And I told him everything all the way through. And then he just waited and he was like, here's a bus. Boop. He just waited. He was like, oh yeah, Nate, stand right here on the curb. Right here. Yep. Okay, look straight ahead. Like, he just right in front. And I was so devastated. And I called Sean. I'm like, dude, he's like, oh yeah. Like, dude, it's going to happen all the time. And I was shocked.
That company didn't start with an L and end with an S, did it?
Maybe.
I could
and
see
that
it.
and that creator might be sponsored by that company that starts with an L and ends with an S. And you know what? The guy that I had met at the Louisville show, like, he was like, the guy who's head of marketing, he's like, I swear to God, he's like, he'd get carded if he went to a bar. He was like 15. I swear, he was not that old. So he was probably easy to influence. Like, you don't want this guy. He probably like, no. I would have been a good partner for them. And they probably saved me a lot of heartache. Anyways, I learned that lesson the hard way. Not everybody wants you to be successful. So I don't know about you guys, but I've learned a lot from meeting other YouTubers. One of them is how not to treat people when you meet them. Like, because I met some big YouTubers, and dude, they were just like, if you couldn't do anything for them, they just looked right past you.
Huh.
So they actually taught me how not to treat people. So now when I meet people and they want to talk to me, do you know what I do? I look them in the eyes and I listen and I ask questions, and I do the opposite of what those YouTubers did. I will never, because I felt so small, insignificant. And I'm like, dude, I like this guy's show. And I realized he was one way on a show and another way in real life. And that was shocking too, that not everybody is who they appear to be.
Yeah.
Like Sean says, it's unfortunate, but it is true. And it was like, that was like the first lesson. Like, oh my gosh, there's infinite success out there. There's infinite money. Like, everybody thinks it's a limited. Not everybody. I'm sorry. Some people in their mindset think it's like a teeter-totter. And if somebody over here is successful, somebody over here won't be. And that is a fallacy. It has a name. It's called the zero-sum fallacy. And that's just not true. It's like your kids. Oh, I'm sorry. I only have some love for you and some love for you and some love for you. So I split it up into thirds because I only love you a third. No, like, you have infinite for each kid. Like, love's an infinite thing. So is success. And there are people who believe that, and there are people who think success is a limited resource. And you want to be around the infinite-minded people, not the, Oh, here comes a bus. Here comes a bus. He's not even going to see it coming. Boop. You don't want to be around those people.
The only ones I know are you two and Tim.
Oh, yeah?
That's it. I don't really, yeah.
I do think, like, I've met a lot of good friends in the sawmilling. Like, I don't know why they let me in the sawmilling club because I suck at it. They're like, it's the maple guy. They're like, you want to do a sawmilling roundtable? I'm like, sure, but I'm like, I'm the dumbest one, right? Like, I don't even know.
Because don't you have to, when you mill something, does when it's wet, does it shrink? So you have to kind of guess, like you have to mill it this because it's going to dry to this, or I mean, it is an art, isn't it? Like you really got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I've just screwed up a lot. So sadly, that's how I've learned everything on milling is I've screwed up a lot. But guys like George, who was on here earlier from Middlefield Custom Sawmill, he lives like half hour from the farm. But I learned a ton from him. But we also watch a lot of different sawmilling channels. Like there's some guys that are super skilled, and this is why I made a YouTube channel. I learned how to mill from YouTube. So I'm like, oh, if it applies to sawmilling, why can't we apply it to running an evaporator or installing tubing? One of the best compliments I got today was from a producer in Vermont who said he had one of his best seasons ever last year because he watched some of Dan Crocker's videos and did some changes, like moved, laterals to the south side of the like all these little details.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet that there's been a lot of people who have benefited from all of those little things that have added up over time.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. And what's nice is you can always go back and watch it too.
Yeah, that's what I do. And I like assembling my sawmill. I'm like, where does this bolt go? You go back and you look at it and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like getting the directions. It's the same thing. Like when I set up my evaporator, I'm gonna film it. I'm going to show people and then hopefully not burn a pan because that would be embarrassing. But if I do, I'll show you.
I want to answer Caleb down there. It said, how much longer you think season's going to go? I'm optimistic. I really am. I mean, the spring peepers are out. I seen a pile of woodchucks today. I smelt the skunks tonight on the way home. I mean, all the signs are here. If you're on softs, you're probably in trouble. But if you are like me and just tapped a week and a half ago and got fresh holes, and I went all north side of the tree and they're hards and it's a cooler area anyway, I think we're going to get through this. Today and yesterday were the only days of sun. We had higher temps, but the sun was hid. It was all real overcast and everything. So, man, I don't know. If we can get to Friday, Monday's in the teens. So yeah. I don't know. I'm going to be real optimistic, but it's going to be obviously very isolated and scenario specific. If we can get through this and the trees come back and there's no off taste, then we're going to go another 2 weeks if you look at the forecast.
You're going to laugh. You guys are going to laugh at this comment because it's kind of true. Ken says, a YouTube channel on how to be a successful YouTube channel. There's a lot of truth to that. Like your channel blows up quick because everybody's trying to figure it out. And it's kind of like the easiest way to create a YouTube channel. This is pretty funny. But Sean actually is one of the guys that inspired me for Galt because he had a very established lawn care company and a lawn care channel and started making accessories for lawnmowers and like racks that'll hold things. And I think he has his own string trimmer line now. He has his own, like you can buy Spencer, like weed eater trimmer, like the line, like he's traveled to the plants and he's got his own. And people, when I went to his event, it was amazing. Like people were there. I'm like, so do you have a lawn care company? No, I'm just a retired teacher. I like watching this channel. And there was like hundreds of people. And I'm like, these people love this family and they love this guy and they like developed a relationship with him. And it's like,
that's cool.
Hey, wait a minute. If he can sell, shoot blockers for the side of the lawnmower, I'll bet you I could sell an evaporator. Now, Sean doesn't make the shoot blockers. but he shows like where they're made, how they're made, and he's bringing them to like it helped me see and think about how big do you think the lawn care segment is on YouTube compared to maple?
Oh man,
It's huge.
Yeah, sawmill's the same way. So it was just a matter of time. Like I'm just taking what I already saw as successful, and I'm just like I copied Sean. I'm like, you know what? Let's do this. You guys done?
Yep. It's that time for me.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for stopping by, everybody.
Yeah, see you guys.